Okay, I'm going to be teaching you how to build websites with WordPress from scratch. Let's get started. Before you start building a website, the first thing you have to do, you need a domain and a server. The domain is the link where you're going to get, is the link that will lead people to your website. For example, you have www.facebook.com. This is a domain. This www.facebook.com is a domain. You need to get yours from where? This website, namecheap.com. Yeah, this is where you get your domain. Then the server is where you're going, where your files, your folders, your images, where they are going to be stored. You don't have a server online, so there are companies that does this thing, that hosts web servers online, just like a flash drive, just like memory card. That's how it is. They have it, and you get a domain to get access. Get a domain to get access to your server, so you can put your files in your server. That's the reason why you need a domain and a server. Now let's get started with Namecheap. You can buy hosting plans and domain and server from different kinds of websites. There are thousands of websites online where you can get domain and server. I normally recommend Namecheap because of their automation. When you get a server and domain from Namecheap, immediately you pay. You get your domain and your server immediately. So some companies do delay, and I think Namecheap is very reliable, very reliable. So right now, the first thing we gotta do right now is go and get a hosting. So when you get to namecheap.com, come here and say, click on shared hosting. Okay, when you click on shared hosting, you have different type of hosting plans. And also Namecheap, they have so many features they render to customers. But let's not get into that right now. Let's just try and get a domain and server. But I'm not going to be getting to a domain and server. I'm just teaching you how it's going to be like, how it looks like. Now, you can buy a domain and server for 1 month. It means every month you're going to be paying for that domain and server. You can buy for 1 year. You can buy for 2 years. If you're buying yearly, you have different plans. You have 3 plans right here for that yearly plan. At $1.88 per month, you can get a hosting plan. What do you have in that hosting plan? You have a domain name. You can host your websites. You have 20 GB. Wow, see, it's SSD. SSD is faster than HDD. You have 20 GB SSD space, online space, which is the server. We have free CDN. So on this, see, you have unlimited website hosting, but it's costlier. You have this. Just go through what you want. 50 GB, see, unmetered SSD for this plan. Let's just go with the smaller plan. This smaller plan is enough for you to do whatever you want. So when you want to start getting bigger and all of that, that's when you have to go in for all these bigger plans. But you don't need that. Let's just go with the smaller one, smallest. So after that, the next thing you want to get is a domain name. After clicking that, next thing you want to get is a domain name. So you come here and search for your domain name. Let's say this domain will not be available because I'm already using it. It's already online. It's already been bought. Okay, told you it has been taken by who? By me. Unless you change this. This is my own website, so I've already bought this domain. You can't get it. You have to look for something that is available. Let's say, unless you now have to add something. For example, okay, see, this is available. It's available. Now change your own might be my website. I don't think that will be available too. Okay, it has been taken. So your own can be anything there, but let's just use this. Let's assume you're buying this. Okay, that's the amount. That's the amount for that. So the next thing you want to do is click what? Connect. You click connect, and it's telling you the total amount of what you are buying, which is this. Your billing cycle is 1 year. Icon free. So if you add to cart, it takes you to the next page. Okay, right now, look at the total amount of how much I am paying. The total amount of how much I am paying. But the reason why it's supposed to be $31, the previous amount it just showed me. The reason why it's showing me this is that I previously wanted to buy a domain, which I didn't buy anymore. It's adding it to my cart. Let me go and delete that. I don't need it. Okay, this is the domain I wanted to buy. I don't need it. I'm deleting this from my cart. By clicking this, I have removed that. Okay, I have removed that item. Okay, the next thing is I've removed that item, so this is the one I'm buying, which is this. I'm buying this. So the total amount is now $31. If I should confirm, it takes me to a place where I have to log in and fill in my payment details, maybe your credit card, your ATM card. You see that payment method where you enter. If you don't have an account before, just use this form and register with them. Create an account, blah blah blah. The next thing you see is payment method. You pay, and immediately they send you your cPanel. Yeah, immediately they send your cPanel. So that's for that. But we're not buying it because I've already bought. So the next thing you see once they send you your cPanel through your email, you see a link and a username and password where you're going to log in your cPanel. Once you log in, the next thing you see is this. You see this. Alright, this is your cPanel. This is your cPanel. So you want to scroll down on your cPanel and come to software on your website, on your cPanel. Sorry. Okay. The way it is now, I can't install WordPress on this my cPanel because I already have a WordPress website in my cPanel. But for your own, just go ahead and click WordPress, the previous action I did just now, and you install directly. But I already have, so I don't want to replace my WordPress. My site will be gone. My site will be gone by replacing this website I've built on this my cPanel will be gone. So I'm going to go back. But on your own, once you get to your cPanel, just go ahead and click WordPress and install WordPress. But what I want to do is to, create a subdomain. It will not look fresh as if I have not installed anything, but the link will be different. Type subdomain. I'll see, subdomain, which is this. So I'm going to create a subdomain for this my link, learn new stuff. So it will now be let's say lessons. So it will now be lessons. Let me say create. Okay, lessons dot learn new stuff is now my new link instead of learn new stuff. I don't want to alter my existing website, so I want to use a subdomain, which is this lessons. So by creating that subdomain, it has now given me this lessons.learn new stuff as my new website link. You understand? So let me go back to cPanel. By the panel, the next thing I want to do is okay, once you scroll down here, click WordPress. Okay, once you're here, click install. On your own, I'm going to be clicking on lessons, the subdomain I created before. I'm going to be using this as subdomain because I don't want to alter my previous website. I don't want to alter it. If I should use this, I'll be destroying my previous website I already have here. So that's why I created lessons.learningstuff.com as a subdomain. So I'll be using this for my installation. So that's where I want to install my website to. Now you can change your website name here to like lessons. You can change this to the bottom description like and this will be your username. You can say admin. Password, you can say or just type your password. Okay, this will be the admin email. You can change it, do your settings, or no, you can change your theme here instantly. But we're not going to change theme here instantly. Just say install. Okay, my password strength is not enough. Let me make it stronger. Okay, let me say install. See, my website has been installed. If I should follow this link, if I should click this link, if I should go to this link, I'll see my website immediately. See, my website has already been installed. As it is now, I already have a website. What I have to do is to customize this right now by going to the dashboard. Right click and go to the dashboard. This is the dashboard link. Yeah, this is the dashboard link. I hope you have saved your password while you were installing your WordPress, your admin that you typed and the password that you typed. Make sure you saved it somewhere. Okay, let's go to our dashboard. Now this is our WordPress dashboard. This is how it looks like. With this WordPress dashboard, you'll be able to manipulate so many things, so many fantastic things, and create a very professional website. Now the first thing you want to do is go to your themes. Go to appearance, go to themes. Okay, these are the themes that normally comes with WordPress, which are not much fanciful. They are not much fanciful. What you need to do is you go to add new themes. So there are thousands of themes you would like to use. There are thousands of WordPress themes online, free themes. See the way this one looks, see the way this one looks, see how they look. There are thousands of themes you can use. Automatically you are good to go. But I'm going to show you a very fantastic responsive theme which you can use. You see, this is the one I use in building my own website. This is the one I use. Now I'm going to show you a very fantastic theme which you can use to get a very fantastic one-page. It's called one-page website. Let's type on one page. Okay, this is the one I'm looking for. One Page Express. I think the network is slow, that's why it's not previewing. Let's just install it. installed. Then you activate. Okay, this is how one page express website looks like. Now look at this. Just look at this. This is how your website looks like when you newly installed it. This is how it looks like. Now because you have installed one page express theme and you have activated it, the next thing you want to do, just reload this page now and see how it looks like. Okay, voila. You see, you can actually customize your one-page website through all this. Now go back to your back end, install this one-page express homepage, install it, and activate the plugin. Okay, I think that has been activated. Let's reload it and see. A fantastic design where you can actually change whatever you want. Very easy to do, very responsive, and get paid for a job well done. Okay, right now let me just show you what this does. This is the normal dashboard view. When you click here, this is the normal dashboard view. If you want to post something on WordPress, like you want to create a blog, you use this as posts. Anyway, let's just get along. As we get along, you'll be seeing what these things, what they do. So now that you have installed your one-page express theme, the next thing you want to do is go to your appearance and say customize. Customize means you are going to customize that your theme. That's your theme. Okay, this is your one-page express thing where you can actually edit whatever you want on this page. I'm going to teach you how to do this, how to edit it. Whatever thing you click here, let's start from you can actually change this from your WordPress. You can change this from your WordPress. Let's go back to your WordPress. Let's close this first. Okay, go back to appearance. Let's open this customize in a new tab. Wait for it to load. Okay, it's loaded. I open it in a new tab so as can as well see have my WordPress dashboard to operate on. Okay, now let's start with this. If you click this, it takes you to where you can edit your title. You can say something like change this. If you click it, if you click this edit button, you can write whatever you like. Okay, if you click this, change it. You click this, you can also change that to whatever you like. Now for this button, this is the link, the URL. When they click this button, where is it supposed to take them to? Where is it supposed to take them to? You can paste a link right here, and whenever they click this, to take them to that link. Let's just continue. You can actually change this image, change this to whatever you like, and make it, you know, let's use this, choose, apply. That image has been changed. So if you click this edit button, you can actually change it to whatever you like. Click the edit button, change it whatever you like. Let's say change your text. Just change your text. Okay, just change your text and all of that. Scroll down and change all this. Change this to, you can click this, change the link that this button takes you to. Once they click this get started link, you can also change the phrase. You can change the phrase, just type whatever you want. Change the link. If you want it to open a new tab, once they click it, open a new tab, you can change it. So just like that. You can change all these images. Select file, say change it to this. It uploads. Okay, choose image. You can also change this image. Choose image. These images we upload later. See, just do what you like. Change this image too. Whatever images that you like. You can also change this image. You can change this text. Change this button. Everything is changeable on this theme. Everything is changeable on this theme. change. Click this change. Change all this. So just like that, just do what you like. Change, 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 and what? Change. Now this you can also remove whatever you don't like. You can actually remove them. If you don't like this here, if you don't like this, you can actually delete it and to no longer be there. If you don't want this, you can remove it. Just play with it, manipulate it, and you'll be able to get it. I don't want the video to be too long, so I would have been able to do a very good design with this, you know, with this sweet theme. So that's for that. Let's get back here. Now this for the theme manipulation. This for the theme manipulation. If you click this, for example, why it's called one-page website, almost everything that this website does is actually on the front page. You can actually navigate to other pages on this website, but most of the things are actually on this front page. You click this, it takes you to another. This is the menu of the. This is the menu of this theme. For example, let's click this. See, it takes me down here. It takes me down here. If I click About Us, it means this is the section of About Us. Let's add this to the menu. This About Us menu. If I should click this, it comes down here. These are just the menus you can use to scroll down to the various sections of the website. This About Us, for example, this overlappable, you can turn it to like let's make this the About Us. So if I click this, you have two About Us here. This About, let me change it to something else. Let's say pics. Okay, if I scroll up, let's save this, let's publish this and see what that does. Whenever you make your changes, always click what? Publish. Let's go to the site and reload the page. Okay, see all the changes that you have made. Get started, contact us, all of them, changes have been made. If I should click the menu now, say pics, it doesn't take me to another page. I remain on this same page, but it takes me here. As you click About, it takes me to About Us, but on this same page. That's why it's called one-page website. So let's continue. Let's say I click this content. This is where it takes me to. You can actually decide to name this something else, like this is one of the things we do best. Okay, you can say our best, but this menu will not be shown on this menu if you have not marked it for it to show. So mark that. See, it's now showing here. Let's publish that. Let's reload. Now let's go to the top of this website and click our best. Let's go back. That thing is not working. Our best. See, it takes me down here. I have not, I have not marked it. That's why it did not work. Let's mark it now and publish it. Okay, let's reload this. Our best is not working. It's supposed to be our best. Publish it. Let's reload this now. Our best. Why is it showing our best? Our best. Let's go and see that. Let me remove one. See what happens. Put it back. Okay, it's one now. Let's publish it and reload. one now, if I should click our best, it takes me down to, scrolls me down to this our best page, our best write-up. Okay, so if you can just manipulate your contents all over. This one is all about the sections. By clicking any menu here, it takes you to any section of what you have linked it to. Okay, now let's get back to where we are. Then from this header, you can actually change the design, how the header looks. If you want to make it this, if you click apply, see, it automatically changes how this header looks. This header is different from this header. This was the previous header. So if you want to use all of this, you can use any one you want. See, the website is now totally different. Totally what? Different at the top. Let's assume we want to use this. You still have to come here and change whatever you want to change. You still have to come and change the button again because you have changed the header. Okay, now let's go back. That's for that. Inner page settings. If you come to the inner page settings, you can actually change image of the inner page. Let's go back to that header. You can actually change what is appearing here. If you want it to be top center, the button comes at the center of this page. Okay, if you want it to be, just manipulate it. You see how it works. Just manipulate. You see how it works. So that's for that. Let's try another header. You can change this image. Actually, if you want to change this image, you can change it. Change this image to something else. If you are not seeing your image here, go to upload, select file to upload, and upload your image. So that's for that. Page content. See, different type of page content you have here. This one is in use. This page content is in use. This one is in use. Whatever page content you want to add, you can add sections, different type of section, how you want. For example, this is section, this is section, this is section. If I should add this section now, see, it has been added to my website. This section wasn't here before. Now it has been added. So this is how to manipulate this theme, this one page express theme. This is how to manipulate it. See, that's how it is. General settings, site identity. You can actually change the logo of the website. Come here, select, upload your logo. Make sure your logo is a very small logo. That's for the logo. So you can change the lessons, change whatever you want, change all of that here. Let's get down to colors. You can change the colors of the websites. Change the color of the website, but you have more settings of changing colors if you upgrade to the pro version of this theme. Background image, you can change the background image, which is this. Change it to whatever image you want. If you want, let's not get in here because this might get you confused. Let's leave that. Let's leave all of that. Just go through all this, you'll be able to learn it. Okay, now one most important thing I want to show you is this footer settings. These footer settings, before you use a theme, while you're using WordPress to do a web design, before you use a theme, the first thing you want to do, if you go to your website right now, let's reload this page. Okay, if you go to your website, if you go to the bottom of your website, you found out that there's something here that is not supposed to be there. It's your write-up that is supposed to be here, telling people that you are really actually the designer of this website. But look at what we have here: 22 lessons built using WordPress one page theme. And this link will be taking anybody that comes down here to the theme of this page, to the creator of the theme of this page, which is not supposed to be so. Now, how are you going to change this theme? How are you going to change this link? This is one most difficult thing. Some theme does not allow you to change this. They will never allow you to change, but we have a way of doing it. Let's go back to the back end of your website. Actually, you can change it normally, but that thing will not live there. You can make it simple. You can make contact boxes. If I should make these contact boxes, you see how that footer write-up now looks like. Okay, let's publish that. Go and see how it looks like. Okay, let's reload that and see what happens. Okay, it has been changed. See all those changes we made. Let's get down to the bottom. See how the footer looks like. You can use this footer. You can also use widget buses. I'll show you what widget does later. You can use this footer. See, but the problem is this link. How do we remove this link so that you can put your own text here? That's one major thing. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, to remove this link from this WordPress theme, all you got to do is go to your file manager. Go back to your file manager. Click back. On my own, remember, on my own file manager, I created lessons.learnnewstuff.com. But on your own, your WordPress stuff is going to be directly under public_HTML. Yeah, your own is going to be directly under here. But for mine, I'm going to be doing mine under here. For yours, you don't need to come here. Just public_HTML, and you start looking for your stuff. So you go inside what WP content, where you have your theme. Open theme. You see your theme folder here, One Page Express. Open it. You have INC. Open this INC. Go to functions, right click and edit. If it shows you anything, just click edit on your own. I've already disabled my own. Okay, let's look for this write-up right now. Where is it? Search for this. Search for this inside this function that you are editing. Control F on your keyboard. Paste it. Let's just search for built-in using. Okay, let's search for this built-in using. So you see a place where it has been, where you can change it. See where you can change it. Built-in using WordPress. You can put your own, put your statement here. You can say you remove this and. Now this is the link that takes them to where the link of the page where you downloaded that one page express theme. If somebody comes to your website and he sees such a thing, he might be convinced that you are not the one that actually did this website. You just use an already made theme to do this website. That's the main reason why you have to remove this, this link. You can just change it. You can still leave it, but change it to your own. The link is from here down to here. That's it. Then you change this to something else. You can just delete this, delete that, look for some other thing that will be showing there and save. Just save. Let's see how that affects the website. Let's reload the page and see if there's any changes. Okay, the changes is not showing. If it's not showing, just hard refresh your browser by pressing Ctrl F5 on your keyboard. Let's see if that affects it. Okay, it did not affect it. Is this still loading? It did not affect it. That simply means there is some other place where you have or let's use another browser to see if maybe it's the browser cache that is still keeping that old information. Let's use another browser. Let me paste that here. Okay, you can see it is the browser, it is the former browser Chrome that is still keeping this old information. So when I enter this in another browser, it's very clear that the changes have been made. You can actually still remove all this. And do whatever you like there. So let's go back to my browser. I used what did I use? Contact boxes. Under the contact boxes, you can actually change the address, which is this. Change the email, change this. You can change this icon to something else. So we don't want to change that. Let's leave that. So just change whatever you like. At the end of the day, go back. That's for what? The footer settings. That's for the footer settings. Okay, you can actually use this theme to build different websites for like 3 different people and just change the pattern, how it looks. Maybe you change the header, change all this stuff, change the colors, change everything, and you use it for like 3 different people, and you will not know that it's the same theme that you have used for 2 or 3 different people. So that's for that. Now, still on the theme, what else do I show you here? General settings was here, colors, homepage setting will be here. Okay, that's just how to manipulate this theme to customize it to what you want. That's for this thing. Now let's go back to WordPress backend for real. Now you want to have a menu on your website. Normally this theme offers you a place where you can create menu. When I brought you here, these are the menu. These are the menu where you can instantly click on a menu and it scrolls down to the section you want to view. That's for this theme. But normally WordPress offers its own kind of menu. So let me show you how to do that. So you go to your WordPress, go to appearance, click what? Menus. Okay, these are the menus I use the theme to create. They're already here. They are already here. Now, what do you want to create as a menu? What do you want to use to create a menu? Is it a post? Is it a post? Is it pages? You don't have pages. Before you can create a menu, you must have something like a post or pages or a customized link you want to include in your menu. So let's create a page. I'm going to page, add new page. Okay, this is for you to add new page. This is the latest WordPress page editor, but it's very difficult to understand. Based on this, I'm going to be taking you back to WordPress to install the old plugin, which is normally what everybody uses. Let's go back to WordPress, leave here, go to plugin, add new. Okay, which is this classic editor. If you cannot find it on your own, just come here and type classic editor, install it, click activate. Okay, that plugin has already been activated. Let's go back to pages. You can go to all pages. I say, okay, still loading. I say add new. See, the look is now different. What's the title of your page? Let's say what we offer. Come down here and type whatever you want. Okay, that's for that. Once you publish it, go to your website. If you reload your website, press enter. You find out that the menu you created, it's not here. The menu you created is not here, but we'll have to go and add this page. Sorry, the page you created is not on your menu. You need to go and add this page to be included in this your menu. How do you do that? Go to appearance, go to menu. Let me open this in a new tab so I'll still have this page menu. So you see the page you created is now here. If you say add to menu, to be added to your menu, I can decide to put this page under this. Okay, let me save this first. Let's go and see. Okay, let me reload this. Okay, see what we offer. I say if you click it, takes you to what we offer. So this is a page. Put your write up here, put your pictures and all of that. Let me go back home. Okay, I can decide on this menu. I can decide to put this about us. I can try to manipulate it, take it down, and to be under. It will be next after about us. I will have peak. But here after peak, I have about us. You can just drag and drop it so that it will move to the next one. About us will come before peak. Now I can decide to also make peak as a sub menu under about us. Just click and drag it to your right hand side a little, then save. Let's see what that does. Okay, let me reload. See, peak is no longer here. So when you put your mouse here, you see peak under about us. So that's for that. Now this this editor does not have enough functions. And you'll be able to manipulate your text, pictures, and all of that. Let's go and install a plugin that does that for us. So you go to plugin, say add new. Come here and type what? Tiny MCE. Okay, this is it. Install it. Install this particular one. And activate. Okay, now let's go back to our pages and see what happens. Go to pages. That was what we offer. This is a sample page that comes with WordPress. You can start to click it and trash it. Don't need that. Just that sample page. You can start to trash that sample page. What we offer. Let's click that. That was the page we created before. You see that tiny MCE plugin we installed? See, it has now given you a better way of decorating your text. You can even add media, import image, and put in your text. While the one that came with WordPress does not have those features. See these better features. You can actually bold. Look at menu. I have so many things here you can add. You can add tables. Add tables to your websites. See? You can actually give the tables colors. Just manipulate and see what that does. So that's for that. So let's say update. Once you want to edit your page, say update. So that's for pages. Now let's get down to your posts. Pages is different from posts. Let's go to posts. Let's create a post. Let's say this is my first post. And write a test. Let's say publish. Let's publish this post. Okay, let's go back to your website and see what post does. Let's get down. You see, post does not come as page. Post comes as like a blog. Whenever you post something, there's a particular section, especially on this theme, that it comes to. Now this is the post that came with WordPress. Now if you go to posts, if you go to your backend, go to posts, you see those two posts. You see them, hello world, and this is my first post. This hello world came with WordPress. When you installed WordPress, you can actually decide to delete it by trashing it. Yeah. Now this latest news, you can change it on your, you can actually change it on your theme, on your theme, customization of your theme. You can come down here, you see there, change it, type something else. And publish. So it has been published. Okay, let's reload and see what that does. Okay, that's it. You can actually change this. So that's for posts. That is for posts. Let's go and check our settings. Let's go to settings. Go to general settings. This way, this general settings is a place where you can change your website name at the top. What you do, and all of that. Change email. This is what you can do here. Go to writing. Don't change any of that. Just leave that. Go to reading. Now on this reading, how do you want your front page to look like? Is it your latest post? Because normally you're going to be posting new stuffs. So when you post new stuffs, is it your latest post you want these is it your latest post that you want to be showing your website, or a static page? If it's your latest post, you click, and if you click this and save it, whenever you create a new post, it will be the first thing that will show at the front at the front of your website, first page. That's what will be showing. But if it's a static page, you just leave it at this. Just click static page and leave it at this. So how many number of in a post, blog post shows at most 10 posts. Maybe you have like 200 posts. It might be that it's only 10 posts that you want to be showing before they will now see next, or click number 2, just like that. That's how it was. So on a post, how do you want a full text to be showing on your website, or partial text? The next thing they will see is what? Read more at the front of your page, the front of your post. So that's it. Discussion, you can control how you want people to comment on posts. For example, come here. Now this is a post. This is not a page. This is a post. If I should click this post, say I want to read this post. After reading, it's possible that people can actually write a reply and post it. It will be under the write-up. This maybe it's a news or something. Maybe how they feel about it and all of that. You can actually control how you want those posts to be done. Attempt to notify any blog link from just read this. You get to understand it. So to build a website with WordPress is not actually difficult. It's not actually difficult. Permalinks. How do you want your posts to look like? For example, look at this link here. I click on this post and look at what it's showing me. Domain.com/2020. It's showing me dates and the post name. The best thing to use here is post name. Change it to post name. Change it to post name. So I just want your post link to look like. That is what this permalink does. Let's save it and go and check it back. See what happens. Home. Let's click a post. Okay, let's create a new post and see what happens. And say publish. Let's go and refresh the site and see. Okay, it's a new post. Okay, you see, it's now showing the post name. With time, that's your old post. They are going to change. They're going to change too. Instead of it to be showing dates, it will show you the exact post heading supposed to be. This helps search engines like Google to recognize posts You see people, you see when you go to Google, you type something and it takes you, you show the people's website shows on Google, and when you click it, it takes you direct to the posts where you have what you want to read about that stuff you've typed on Google. So it's better to put it on post name. So the post name actually makes it easy for Google to get to rank you on your Google. If it's on where is it? Okay, if it's, go to permalink. If it's on this, somebody cannot go to Google and be typing such thing. If it's on this, someone cannot go to Google and be typing such things. So rather, it is exactly the post that you have typed when you were creating your posts. That is what somebody will type, and that's what will lead the person down to your website or to your posts. So that's for what? Permalink. So the next one we want to do, this is the tiny MC we installed. It's now here. It wasn't here when we installed WordPress, but it's now here. So that's how to, manipulate WordPress. If you need more tutorials on WordPress, or you have questions you want to ask on WordPress, my WhatsApp number is under this video. It's right under this video, where you can actually chat me up and get whatever answer you want to get. If you are confused or you have any issue trying to build your website with WordPress, I'm right there with you on WhatsApp. Just save my number on WhatsApp, send me a message, and I'll message you immediately I see your question or you have something you want to discuss with me. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is how to build a website on WordPress.